Speaking of a homegrown player that we have just gotten rid of, Harvey Elliott. Obviously, he's on loan at Villa with an obligation to buy for 35 million, but there is a buyback clause in his contract upon signing for Aston Villa. So that is, I know you're a big fan of Harvey Elliott. That's got to be great news and an extra sense of security in that for sure.
100%. I was a bit happier seeing that today, seeing that news. It'd be interesting to know what that figure is, the buyback clause figure. But like 35 million maybe is a little less. I think, if you look at some of the other players that sort of left, sort of made moves this summer, like James McAtee and Amari Hutchinson and players like that played in the under 20 ones
Yeah.
or the 23s, and they went for similar prices. I'd like to think Harvey Elliott's a bit better than that and had way more experience in the Premier League. So 35 million, I feel, is a little tad bit low if you base it off that. However, it's still
Yeah,
35
I
million
agree.
for a young player. And if there's a buyback in there, even if it's 30 million or 35 million, I don't
I
know what
mean,
the
if
figure is,
if
but
Noni Madueka's 50 million, then surely
yeah,
Harvey Elliott is even more than that, in my opinion, because he's a far better player. Not
yeah,
to mention that Fulham just signed Shakhtar Donetsk left winger Kevin for 40 million.
yeah,
Someone
there
we've
we go.
never heard of, someone who plays in the Ukrainian league. Not to mention Chelsea signed another Ukrainian player for 80 million, and he's dreadful and now has been done for doping offences. So,
Yeah,
you know, 35 million is peanuts when it comes to top quality talent, especially someone as young as Harvey Elliott, who was the best player of the under 23s Euros tournament in any team. Um, so yeah, it's a weird one for me, but I'm glad to see that there is a buyback clause in there for him, especially with his versatility as well. He can play in a number 10, he can play on the right wing, and he can score goals, he can assist. He doesn't give the ball away too often. Very good in tight spaces, and he will be a huge, huge move for Aston Villa for sure.